Hello friends. Welcome to my channel. I am at your service by teaching you this beautiful and wide bag with woven macrame thread and woven cat photo. You can knit other patterns on the bag, or you can knit the design on the back of the bag. I just knitted the cat picture in front of the bag. The finer the yarn we use, the finer the texture. At the end of the video, you will learn how to knit a design on the map. And you will be able to knit your favorite designs on any fabric. I'm going to knit the front of the bag, the cat's head, in the square frame. The background color is gray, and the design color is pink. We start by throwing 140 loops on our yarn. Now we glue the two ends of the fabric together, making sure that it does not bend. First, we knit 2 rows of needles so that the lower part of the design frame is woven. Having received 2 rows, we begin to knit our pattern. First, I determine which part of the design I want to knit on the bag. The design is divided into 100 square blocks, and there are 70 squares at the bottom of the design. At the beginning of the work, we had thrown 140 loops. Then we will knit designs for 70 of them. From the point where the knitting starts, we count 35 knots on both sides so that there are 70 knots in the front. With 2 markers, we mark the beginning and the end of 70 stitches, and start weaving. You can make any design you want, or you can design the back of the bag. I will try to put different texture models on the channel over time. At first we knit 7 gray and 3 pink colors. In this type of design organizations, we change the color of the threads regularly. The method of changing colors is as follows. In the second step of the previous SC, we change the color. For example, after 3 pinks, we knit gray. In the third needle, we add gray to the texture. According to the plan, we knit 3 pink, then 7 gray, and then 30 pink. After 30 pinks, we knit 11 gray, then 2 pinks, then 2 grays, and then 3 pink. And then, up to the beginning of the second row, we knit gray. And now, In the second row, we knit 8 gray and 2 pink. At the beginning and end of the plan, we are trying to keep the markers in place. We separate the pink yarn from the first row and use it in the second row. According to the map, we knit 2 gray knots, then 4 pink knots, then 5 gray knots, and then 32 pink. After 32 pinks, 10 grays. Then, 2 pink frequent needles. Next, 1 gray. And then, 2 pink frequent needles. We finish the second row by continuing with the gray color. And until the beginning of the third row, we make frequent needles with gray yarn. Identify the lines you need to see on the map so that you can easily understand where you need to go. We continue our weaving in the same way, and proceed according to plan, so every little square is a knot. This amount was enough for this bag, 42 row. Now we will knit the upper part of the design frame. We knit 2 rows, gray SC. Now, to organize the lining threads, we turn the bag inside. We tie the loose threads together so that the knots do not loosen over time and using the bag. And we glue the ends of the threads to the body of the bag with heat so that the knots do not unravel over time. We iron our fabric with a steam iron. Be sure to put a layer of fabric on the tissue, and set the iron settings to high steam. For the bottom of my bag, I cut and used my bag construction from special cardboard in an oval shape. I use a special fabric for bag making under the sole, leather and inside. At regular intervals, we drill 4 holes in the base. And we insert the metal bases in the holes. I fix the base with some glue, and bits of leather. We glue the inner lining of the sole with glue. I punch holes in the bottom of the bag using leather piercing machine. And we knit 2 rows around the base. For the inner body of the bag, I cut the special bag making fabric. I cut 2 pink pockets inside the bag. And I sew the pockets, with a needle and thread, to the body of the lining. I make holes around the fabric with a leather punching machine and knit a row around it with a thin crochet thread. To connect the lining of the bag body to the bottom of the bag, we first knit 2 to 3 rows around the base. We divide the base and the body in half with an imaginary line, and stitch it together at one point. We knit the grey zipper we bought ready with grey yarn around it. We match the middle of the zipper, and the middle of the sole, and on the body of the lining, we make a mark. With the special hole punching device, we make a hole in the place of the zipper and sew the zipper on the marked place. Notice, we sew only part of the bag in the first step, we sew the other side in the next steps. After combining the body of the bag with the body of the liner, it will have reached this state. Wooden bag servants, by means of the base, we stick it on the bag. The soles can be special cardboard or pieces of leather for making bags. we glue the soles to the handles in the form of a sheath, as you can see in the picture. As you can see, we sew the handle and the leather, and attach the handle to the bag. Pay attention to the symmetry of the base and the zipper of the bag, and the body lining, in the assembly and sewing process. If you notice, I first sewed one side of the zipper, not the other side, and during the work, according to the symmetry, I complete the sewing and assembly. The use of double-sided adhesives will also be helpful in helping symmetry. In the final step, we complete the sewing and assembly, paying attention to the symmetry, and cut the extra threads. I hope this tutorial was useful for you. Until the next video, bye.